Welcome to Old Guy Gaming Network and another episode of NASCAR Racing 2003. When I last left you, I just installed the game and ran a quick race, wound up winning at Daytona. Since then, some things have happened. First, I'd like to welcome a brand new sponsor to my team, Laughing Clown Malt Liquor. I gotta say, I don't often go out and get so drunk that I urinate in public, but when I do, it's with Laughing Clown Malt Liquor. So, I expect big things this season from the Laughing Clown Malt Liquor team. So I'm really excited. Now, this particular episode is just going to showcase all the graphical tweaks and mods that I found on the internet on a fresh install. So we're talking about, obviously editing all the config and INI files, going with the DX9 update, and using Reshade. Now, here's a good example of Reshade. That's with it on. That's the default game texture. So you can see how it kind of helps with the background colors. In some areas, it really makes the game look a lot better. In some areas, though, it's a little overdone. But let's go ahead and jump into a Daytona night race. It's only going to be, once again, a 20-lap race. I've slowly been increasing the speed or the strength of the AI to 94%. I still don't have any custom setups or anything like that, but a couple other fixes. I fixed Rusty Wallace's, brought in his Miller Lite car, brought in Dale Jr.'s Bud Light car, and there also may be another surprise. Let's see if you can spot it. We're just going to jump right to the race.
Drivers, start your engines!
It's nice that there's some different guys back here at the end of the line. It's not the usual suspects. Yeah, it's funny, and everyone's always talking about, oh, woke this, woke that, whatever. But we actually started to see this all the way back, and this is NASCAR Racing 2003. So I think the game actually came out, 2002, and the fact that Sierra wouldn't put Rusty Wallace's Miller Lite paint scheme or Dale Jr.'s Bud Light. I think that was the start of it, at least, or it was starting all the way back then. I mean, I'm pretty sure Sierra made war games where you could go out and kill people, but we can't have beer paint jobs in our NASCAR game. Freaking candy asses. I love this era of NASCAR so much better than the garbage that's on today. I mean, think about it. You had Ford, you had Chevy, you had Pontiac, you had Dodge. I mean, you had 4 big major manufacturers running. Now you just have Chevy, Ford, and Toyota. I mean, the fact that Toyota's even in NASCAR is, it's just insane. Kodak, are they even still around? Come on, Skinner, give it up. Give it up, Johnny. Just cannot get around that guy. take it from starting off at the back of the pack, finishing in the top 10. I'll definitely take that for sure.
Keep it under 55. Keep it under 3,000 seconds.
Let's go ahead and check the replay. So starting on the pole, can it be? It's Dale Earnhardt, Senior. I was going to say, that's the great thing about video games is you can give a big middle finger to reality, and in my game, Dale Earnhardt will always be racing. There's Tony Stewart, Matt Kenseth, Bill Elliott. So, here's a good example of the base texture of the game with without reshade. Boom, then with reshade. I don't know, I just think those colors are a little too washed out. I would say I'm mighty proud of the Laughing Clown Malt Liquor team. To go from DFL at the start of the race to 9th. So up here in the corner, I do have reshade up in the right corner telling me, with an FPS counter. So now it's funny in the replay here, it's only pushing 107, 12 frames a second or whatever. But, during the actual race itself, I do have my card hard limited to 120 frames per second because that's the max refresh rate on my monitor. And so there's literally no point. And I can punch 180 frames a second. Well, if it's faster than the refresh rate on your monitor, makes no difference. So I have my graphics card locked to whatever the maximum frame, or locked to 120 hertz because that is the max frame rate of my monitor. But there you can see Dale Earnhardt and his Bud Light NASCAR Dale Earnhardt Jr. We saw Rusty Wallace in his Miller Lite car. You see right in the beginning, yeah, I ducked down inside. I love the, I don't know, I've always liked the inside lane for a race. I'm never comfortable up high. I guess because, there's really the only danger is the immediate right of your car. And so, yeah, if you got something going on, you can always dive down to the left and get out of trouble. Whereas up high, you got to worry about the wall, you got to worry about the guy to your left. And I'm sure people who have a lot more seat time than I do and are better drivers than I do, they're probably fine. It's funny, during the whole race, I was looking for Dale Earnhardt Sr. I never saw him on the track, but I beat him in the finish line, so yeah, I wonder what happened to him. If anybody out there knows a good site that's got, setups for the game, I tell you a lot of the places I found that list, all these different places to go, most of those websites are down. Like, even Black Hole Motorsports, which was huge back in the day. Most of these, while there's still a dedicated sort of community of online racers and things like that, it's a tiny fraction compared to what it used to be. But the game's 20 years old, so that's to be expected. But it was interesting. I was doing some practice runs. And when I was all connected to the internet and all that stuff, I was only pushing about 82, 83 frames per second. Been having some problems with my router and constant connection issues and blah blah blah. So I unplugged my router. I'm not connected to the internet during this, and my frame rates, like I said, they jumped up about 40 frames. I was going to say, can it literally be that big a difference? I guess when you're not connected, I guess your antivirus stuff isn't watching all that other kind of stuff. I'm going to have to experiment and try that with some other games that, boom, if I go offline, do I get a lot of frames back? Getting around that Kodak car, that was hard. And right in front of him, that Virginia Tech car. It's like every time I see that, I'm just reminded of just the absolute tragedy in life. And, of course, we're talking about the Virginia Tech shootings, but I had a friend that I knew through work. His name was Andy Odenthal, and he survived the Virginia Tech massacre. He literally had to jump out of a window to save his own life, and he lost his best friend in the shooting. And he basically dropped out of college. He just couldn't go back. I can only imagine the severe level of PTSD But so anywho, he was working in property management, and so I used to see him, once a week. I was in pest management a while ago, and this dude was like a fitness guru. I mean, he probably had 5% body fat. Very lean, very muscular guy who's in fantastic health, and he literally just dropped dead at the gym. He was only 24, 25 years old, and it's like, I don't know, man. It just kind of pissed me off. It's like, come on now. It's like you live through something like that. Man, the rest of your life every day should be gravy. And for that to happen to him, he was such a nice young man as well. It was just, sometimes I just freaking hate life. Well, there's Earnhardt. He fell all the way back from the pole to almost DFL. I wonder what, the game has, what I call random number generators. So, your the game has a random number generator, so it just must have rolled that after quals his car was going to suck. So I guess I was too busy focused. I didn't even see him go by me. So right now, for my skill level, I think 94% difficulty is about right until I get some better settings, to help my car go faster, because with the default Jasper setting, I can get around through. I don't even know if I had the Jasper setting in there, but if I did, I can get through some of the weaker cars of the field, but some of these upper tier guys, it was like I just couldn't. I'd get a run off them off the turn, but down that backstretch, I just couldn't get enough speed, to get into that rear quarter panel and force them to give up ground. So many people who are playing NASCAR racing games, the only thing they know about Dale Earnhardt is what they read on the internet. They weren't born. God, I remember. Ooh, so there was that wreck. I can't believe I kept control of that car. But a lot of people playing these games today, they never saw him race, and I remember that day. I'll never forget Michael Waltrip winning. His brother was on the call. And man, his brother was so emotional. When Michael won, he was crying, and it's kind of just a real sad bummer for him too, that what should have been the greatest moment of his life was overshadowed, by a legend losing his life that day. I need to go find me a Sterling Martin car and get him into my fantasy NASCAR world. I always felt bad for him that, so many people blamed him for Dale's death. And it really wasn't his fault. Yeah, number 27 car. I couldn't get around him. He just had too much damn speed. Even when I did get a little bit run on him, he would hold that bottom line. There was certainly no way I was going to try to go in the middle and then lose any draft. Yep, so you can see me close in there. I bumped him a little bit, but I was hoping he would go more up the track so I could get in there and get around him. He was having none of it. Remember, I liked Jimmy Johnson from when he was a rookie. Yep, see, 27 got out of the draft. And boom, drafting off these other guys, I was able to, get by him. Yep, that was it. Well, that's it for episode 2 of NASCAR Racing 2003. I'd like to thank my new sponsor, Laughing Clown Malt Liquor. Aside from the fact that I'm contractually obligated to mention them. But, like I said, I expect big things from the Laughing Clown Malt Liquor team this year. Leave your comments below, like and subscribe. And if you have any recommendations for any mods or anything like that, please let me know. Until next time, have a wonderful evening.